you're quick on the draw there, big guy. Let me get things repositioned a little bit here. Okay, we're good. Woo! Lightsies. Lights, camera, action. And of course, there's Nestor. Nestor's here. Say hello to your mini fans. Hello, Crystal, or Catherine. Catherine. Hello, Catherine. Hello to everybody. Hopefully we're not going to have any more. Hopefully tonight we won't have any issues with the chat freezing up. Hello, Art Abandoned. Abandoned Art. Art Abandoned Adventures. I'm actually halfway through my trip back to Tennessee right now. So I can't sit here long because I got to get back on the road and keep on going. But we do have a few things here that I want us to try. Well, I'm going to try, and you guys are going to make faces and say, how do you put all that in your mouth? I try it so you don't have to. Hello there. Yeah, Nestor wants to join the live stream today. Look at that. You're not normally this friendly with the camera there, Nestor. In rare form today. You like the rattle? Like the rattly noise? Is that what it is? Want to smell it? What do you think? That's a new Nerds flavor. Did you know Nerds was still out there? Still making it? They're experimenting with new flavors now. Yeah. What do you think? Okay, so we got 7 people here. Thank you guys all for coming in so quick. Right now, oh, hey, Mom. Yeah, that one, Teresa Rowland, that is my mom. Hey, Carrie. Driving from a birthday party. Driving from a birthday party. Well, let's see, 10 o'clock, so it must have been a very subdued kind of birthday party. Not the kind that stays, keeps you up too late. It's good, very responsible. Yeah, he thinks it's a treat. I don't know. I've got my lamp right there down by his litter box right now, and now he's getting into his litter box, and he's not sure about the lamp right next to it. He's like, my litter box doesn't normally have a bright light right next to it. This is weird. I mean, move it for you now. Here, I'll move it. I don't want you going somewhere else. No? That distracted you? Well, you want me to put it back? I can put it back. Huh? Gonna go to the back of the cab now? Well, everyone, my trip down to Atlanta, it turned out to be more just about getting that tooth pulled than anything else. Because I was going to get the tooth pulled and then go to either Six Flags or Stone Mountain. I was kind of hoping to be able to do both, but it just rained and rained and rained, and every time that it looked like the sun was coming out, it would be like, psych, and it would start raining again. The whole time. I enjoy the video of you both asking each other questions. A lot of people have commented on that one. That one, definitely not one of the most popular videos. It doesn't have a lot of views, but the people that have seen it have remembered it. Anyway, so I ended up just doing the story where I talked to my little brother and got the embarrassing story, which that was also an excuse to be able to go and visit with my little brother for a little while. So that was nice. I haven't been able to do that in a while. And so I did that, and then I did the live stream thing, which turned out to be fun and something I want to do more of. and I did the movie review of Return to Oz. So we've done a lot of just kind of sitting around in the camper, but you guys will be happy to know that a lot of my second quarter paperwork is done, which in my case just means making sure that all the different states that I work in have had all of the sales tax. Why am I talking about boring stuff like that? All right, let's get on to something fun. So everybody seems to really like the live stream of the artwork being done, and I really enjoyed doing it. So I haven't really checked my emails yet, but I actually put an invite out there for people to start submitting ideas for more live stream arts and pictures and stuff like that. So, what do we got here? Hey, from Dalton, Georgia. Dalton, Georgia, where? Dalton, I think I may have just drove through Dalton, Georgia. Dalton, that's North Georgia, isn't it? I think. Because I'm heading from Atlanta all the way up to, like the Johnson City area. So I'm going through Chattanooga, Ringgold, Lafayette, Cartersville, Dalton. I don't know where Dalton is. Anyway. So, yeah, so, I apologize, but I just have been kind of sitting around. And, I appreciate that I haven't had a whole lot of people unsubscribe during that time, because during the Christmas time when everything was cold and rainy and I was working on my camper a lot, I had a lot of people unsubscribe because I started getting very negative and I wasn't doing any more adventures, and they were just like, oh, forget this. And so this time, sitting in the camper with it all rainy, getting depressed and all negative, and nobody unsubscribed. Actually, after the art video, I got 2 new subscribers that came in just because of the art live streams. So, to whoever those were, thank you for subscribing, and yeah, feel free to take a look at any of my 200, getting close to 300 backlog vlogs, as well as plenty of other stuff to watch. And please don't hesitate to get involved in the discussion, because I've got some of the best subscribers out there as far as getting involved in the discussion. Let's see. Marilyn. Hey, Bob. Hey, Marilyn. Hey, Karen. Everybody's talking to each other. That's awesome. The live artwork is awesome. I submitted a picture of our grandson to you. Okay. Well, we'll see. Take a look and see what you got, what kind of request. Hey, Big Joe and Malia. Got a new photo today. Yeah, me. Yay, me. Dig to China, Nestor. You could hear him over there? Yeah, he's digging a hole. he's digging a hole. Right before I started this little road trip, I gave him a completely fresh box of litter. Anytime I get on the road after being in one place for 4 or 5 days, I give him a completely clean box of litter. And he loves fresh, clean litter. Alright. So enough with the niceties. We've got plenty of people here. Let's get on to the fun stuff. Today is going to be a very soda-themed day. Some of these came from Indiana, all the way out in Indiana, the old mill. Some of you guys might remember this one. This one's called Wicked Apple, and that Wicked Apple Brew. I didn't have to show my ID when I got it. It's just a soda. It's completely non-alcoholic. But I want to see. I mean, apple flavor itself is a very mild flavor. So to put the word wicked right before it, it's like, what have you done to the apple? How could you possibly make apple wicked? Alright, so the next one is pumpkin spice tonic. You see a lot of pumpkin spice in things like pastry flavors, coffee flavors, ice cream flavors even, turnover pies, all that kind of stuff. Never seen pumpkin flavored soda before, so that interested me. I had to pick that up. Okay, and then the last one I actually got also in Indiana, but this time from a health food store, one called Fresh Thyme, spelled thyme like the spice. This is Mr. Cucumber. This is a cucumber flavored soda. Mr. Cucumber. That's clever. That's very clever. And then below that it just says sparkling cucumber beverage. I'm guessing it's probably very low on calories. No, it is high on calories. It's 120 calories per bottle, so it's the same as any other soda. All right. And then, if you guys weren't aware of it yet, Nerds do still exist. And apparently they are doing the same thing that some of these other, like candy corn and M&Ms are trying to do. And they're experimenting with new flavors to keep things fresh. On one side we've got guava, which is not really a new thing. There's a lot of guava-flavored candies out there. But the other side says mango chili. So it's mango chili peppers. Both of these flavors are very south of the border. They're very south of the border. I think guava is mostly grown down in Mexico. And the idea of putting mango and chili together in like a smoothie or an ice, what do they call that? A popsicle or something like that. That is a very south of the border idea. I've had it many times, and I love the way the two flavors bounce off of each other. It's like salty and sweet, that kind of thing. So now we've got mango chili pepper Nerds and guava Nerds. All right, and what would one of these taste tests be without something birthday cake? But this time I found this one is Ultimate Party Cake. So instead of being birthday cake flavored something, this is just little pieces of birthday cake. So if this birthday cake does not taste like birthday cake, somebody did something very, very wrong. But that's all this is, little squares of birthday cake as a snack that you can grab by a register. I think I found this at a Dollar General or something. But after I found it one time, I never saw it again. So I'm glad I got it when I did. All right. And then at I think it was a Target, there was a display that said retro candies. And it was like they were bringing back some different flavors. Some of them I didn't really recognize, but this one I did. This one is Blackjack chewing gum. And I actually remember listening to audiobooks when I was a kid, and there was like a lot of stories from like Vietnam stories. A lot of the soldiers like to chew blackjack chewing gum because the act of eating something calms your nerves. So a lot of them would chew chewing gum to keep their nerves calmed because they're in a battle zone, and they liked blackjack. I don't know what the flavor is. I'm guessing it's black licorice just because of the name. I don't really know. But so I'm finally going to get to try blackjack chewing gum. All right. So enough talking. Let's get started. I'm going to start with the Wicked Apple. Here we go. Grandma used to chew that. Huh. Okay, so what did Grandma say the flavor was? Do you remember? Was it black licorice? I actually kind of like black licorice. Oh, my goodness. Man, I can already smell the apple coming from this container. It's a very pungent apple smell. Okay, very fragrantly apple, but just like apple normally is, the flavor is very mild. It's like carbonated apple juice with a little bit of extra sugar. Hold on. I found rainbow snow cone flavor gum in what? That sounds awesome. In BG or DG. What is DG? Thought I would try it. Guess what? It tastes just like rainbow snow cones. Rainbow snow cone gum. Ha. Boy, that would be right up my alley. I'd totally grab something like that. Me's got to try that. What do you think, Nestor? Nestor's, he's finally stopped moving around. Now he's laid down with his legs kind of at a weird angle, just kind of giving me that kind of cat, like, what is going on here? Look at this. He's got his eyes narrowed at me like, why are you acting so weird? Why are you talking so much and nobody's here? What is going on with you, man? You a weirdo. Dollar General. DG, Dollar General. I'm not good with clue things like that, guys. I'm terrible at those games. Like, when British Tea Drinker plays those games where you're supposed to translate the words into the phrases. I am terrible at those things. Never get them. Okay, so that was the verdict on this one. Very fragrant, nice aftertaste, but while drinking it, the flavor of apple is very mild and not at all wicked like it says on the label. Okay, next we're going to try, you know what, before I go to the pumpkin spice, let's go ahead and do the cucumber. I want to see if this soda actually does have a flavor of cucumber, because cucumber has got an even more mild flavor than apples. Let me move this over. There we go. Okay. I think the pumpkin spice will be good. Okay. All right, here we go. Cucumber flavored soda. Wow. It is very strongly cucumber. Oh, it's just like drinking cucumber water. You look at it and you're like, at first you don't think you're going to like it until you take a first sip and you're just like, wow. And then you end up drinking the whole cup. That is, wow. I would totally get this again. This is very, very good. Very cucumber. This is very Mr. Cucumber. I like this a lot. I really like this. I think the sweetness of it could be toned down, because it feels like, that's definitely not a necessary thing with a cucumber flavor. You don't need sweet to go with it. If they took the sugar in this and they just cut it down by like 30% or even half, it would be a much better soda. All right, here we go. We're gonna try the pumpkin spice tonic now. We're gonna see how that is. Oh, look at that! A little bit of steam. I just grabbed these out of my fridge in my camper, and it actually stays when you keep the refrigerator like stocked up. You get some items in there, and then you make sure and strap it closed before you go on your trip. It actually stays cool in there for at least like 5 or 6 hours. Enough time to get all the way to Tennessee, at least. It'll stay cold, and you don't have to pack ice in the refrigerator. Why am I talking about that? Let's drink some of this. It doesn't taste like a tonic. See, I was expecting a pumpkin bite, like ginger beer has a bite, but this is like cream soda. This is like pumpkin cream soda. So, I mean, if it said pumpkin cream soda, I would say totally right on. But it says tonic. And tonic is supposed to have that gingery kind of like bite to it. And this does not. It's good, but it's not what it claims it should be. Okay. Thankfully enough, all of these are twist off, twist back on kind of metal lids. So, I'm not going to be able to drink all of this soda tonight. Okay, Karen, the gum is also sold at Vermont County Store. Okay, so the Blackjack is actually apparently making a comeback, and I have not realized it. I think this may have been like the only time I ever saw it. All right. So now we're gonna try the ultimate party cake. Ultimate. Hopefully it won't be as disappointing as the Ultimate Spider-Man 2. Okay, look at this. It looks very cake. But yet, it's got the shelf life of a Twinkie. It can last for like 5 years. But somehow it looks like little chunks of birthday cake. That does not taste like a birthday cake at all. You know what? I still have it right here in my center console because I haven't finished it all the way. This right here, the birthday cake gourmet gum that I tried a few weeks ago, this gum, birthday cake flavored gum tastes like more birthday cake than this, which is supposed to be a chunk of birthday cake. Total fail. Total fail. That's very flavorless. I do not like that at all. That is not good. And it's okay, it says, the original, celebrate. All the colors in just one bite. Ultimate party cake. Wah, 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 wah. This is not good. Fail. Total fail. I think the surprise win so far has been this cucumber soda. Other than it being a little too sweet, it has been the best thing in here so far. Alright. So now I'm a little torn. Do I do the... Which one of these do I do first? I'm going to let you guys decide. Blackjack gum or mango chili nerds? Oh, we got 2 votes for the nerds. Oh, 2 more. Okay, everybody wants the nerds. Hey, Yankee in the South, you guys on your last live stream, y'all were having problems with your live stream as well, where it was kicking you out even in places, even like, I think it was in your kitchen, where you normally have no trouble at all. It was still kicking you out. And when I was doing those live artworks, I would hit about 18 minutes. I think that was about the limit. About 18 minutes every time, and the chat would freeze up. And I had like some blazing fast 4G. Right where that campground was, it must have been right under a tower, because normally I could upload like a 15-minute video in 5 minutes right there. But doing the live stream, the chat kept freezing up. And then you were saying that like YouTube is trying to change something on their on their live stream service, and it's really fouling a lot of people up. I think it's the storm. Okay, so that actually makes sense right there, because that storm was really wreaking havoc where I was at too. Do you guys remember this old system here where you could like tear open that opening, that pocket opening, and then you just pull this back? Like, well, it's going to take a little coercion. Yeah, you could just, there we go. Just pull this back right there, and it would open up the hole. It never worked back then either. It was a cool concept though. There we go, see? Yeah, see, it opens up the hole, and then you can close it back. Remember that? That was definitely a 90s kid thing right there. Anyway. Alright, so the one I wanted to go after first was the other side. Beep, beep, beep. Do a little puppet show. Hello, everybody. Alright, here we go. Mango chili nerds. Okay, they have a yellow color to them. So they're coloring it like the mangoes. I'm not seeing any like a... Yeah. Mango chili nerds are yellowish, almost an orange. So they're giving them the color of the mango. But I'm not seeing any kind of dusting of red in the nerds at all. So they're not representing the chili pepper at all. In the coloring, at least. I definitely taste the mango. I am not tasting any chili at all. No chili powder, no chili pepper. I'm not tasting any chili. Maybe it's got a chili aftertaste. Let's give it a second. Okay, there it is, just a little bit. I mean, it's like a very faint hint. Oh boy, there's a police car driving by. I wonder if they're getting suspicious. They might come over here and start asking questions. If I do, I'll leave it on. You guys can watch the whole thing. Alright, I'm right by a Planet Fitness. And there's a lot of cars in the parking lot, but I'm the only one sitting here with a light inside the cab. Okay, here he comes. He's doubling around. Alright, he's heading my way. Alright, he's going on out. I'm not sure what he's up to. He just looped around the parking lot and went on back out. Oh wait, no, he's looping back in. He's taking another look at me. Oh wait. Oh, here it is. Here, I'll let you guys see what's going on over there. Can you see it? Right there? He's stopping. There's another police car over there with the hood up. And he's stopping to help him out and to see what he can do. Maybe there's a dead battery or something over there. So he was circling the parking lot first just to scope out the perimeter. That's kind of smart, actually. All right, enough about the cops. Nestor, look at Nestor now. He's like, you're boring, man. I'm just going to go on to sleep. Yes, Bob, I think YouTube is having trouble with their servers. I also heard that they are updating their live streaming platform. Very possible. Yankee in the South, very possible. I think when they did that whole, you have to have 1,000 subscribers in order to the live stream, I think they thought that was going to cut way down on the number of small-time YouTubers like myself live streaming, and they must not have thought that we would be able to figure out a way around it so quick. Because, I mean, for me, it took like one day. I told you guys about it. Somebody gave me a tip to do the Mobison thing, and I tested it out, and what do you know, it worked. And like the next day, I was already back to live streaming. Yes, I'm sorry, Anthony. Have you been saying stuff that I've been ignoring? I'm sorry, Anthony. I'm trying to read everything. You in Ringgold? Where am I? I think I am around Ringgold right now. I think that's about where I'm at. Anyway. So we only got one left. You guys wanted, or the last one, which is not really an odd thing because apparently everybody's already had this except me. And that is Blackjack Chewing Gum. And I don't even know the proper way to open the package. I think, isn't there like a tab you're supposed to be able to pull and it like, there we go. See, I figured it out. Yeah. Yeah, and then like the top pops out. Yeah, there you see. I figured it out. Not bad for a simple Tennessee boy. There we go. Oh, I was right. I'm definitely smelling a black licorice smell here. Oh, so Dan has never had blackjack chewing gum. Oh, that reminds me. Some of you were asking about the tooth. How am I doing? Well, for the first day to day and a half, it was one of these deals where I couldn't even open my mouth all the way. But I've actually recovered from it this time a lot faster than the other time. Part of it, I think, is I've been keeping my tongue out of it. They're like, this one over here, I kept sticking my tongue down in the hole. This one, I'm pretty much leaving it alone. I can open my mouth now with no pain, see? Like, there's no bruising around the jaw here. Just fine. And now the pain has actually gone down so far now that it actually hurts less, much less, than the toothache that was here. I'm actually glad to have it out. It's nice. It's nice that source of pain is just gone. It's gone. It's out of there. Yeah, YouTube is changing their server and other things. They say it's to make room for new people coming onto the platform. That's what they say. That's what they say. But they have really gotten into a habit of screwing the little guy recently. I don't know what their end goal is and their real motivations are, to be honest with you. They seem very self-destructive. Marlene, hey, yes, Bob. I think Nicole Wafers. Love Nicole Wafers. Oh, Necca Wafers. Necca Wafers, that's another very retro kind of candy. But I've heard that those are like very similar to those candy hearts you get at Valentine. They're kind of like that chalky sweet stuff. Like, if I never have any more of those candy hearts again in my life, it'll be too soon. Love Necca Wafers. Same company makes Valentine's converse heart things. Yeah, just like what I was just saying. Enough little guys make a big difference. That's true. Yeah, pennies add up to dollars. It is the little guy that builds YouTube into what they are. Isn't that true? You guys, I was thinking about making a video about, like, my favorite YouTubers that are gone now. Because I had some that were back in the early 2000s that they'd never even had the thought of making money. They were just doing it for fun. And there was one called Barely Political that I absolutely loved. Rocket Jump, which Rocket Jump got so big, it was like the production values got so good, and then the ad revenue got so low that they couldn't keep up their production values, so they quit and went on to a different platform. I think they're doing like streaming services now. Yeah, Barely Political. There was Community Channel. Was this Asian girl that grew up in Australia, so she looked Asian, but she had an Australian accent, and she did a channel called Community Channel. And it was just like social commentary about weird stuff. Like, she did an entire video about holding the door for people that are walking up behind you, and the dangers of like holding it while they're too far away, and then standing there looking like a creeper, or being presumptuous and thinking that they're walking too slow and letting the door close in their face, and then looking like a jerk. And it was like the entire video was all about that kind of stuff. And that was just one of her videos. She had a whole series of videos about just like common day annoyances and awkward situations that you find yourself in. There's a big inspiration for that series that I'm wanting to do called Humans Are Weird. And I want it to be kind of that same flavor. The Community Channel was awesome. There was Blunty. Blunty was great. Now Blunty's gone. It's just like so many So many of my favorites are just gone. And you just, you know, where did you go? What happened? You kind of wonder where they at now. Oh, Happy Slip. I remember Happy Slip. Remember Paper Lilies and the Wine Cone and Happy Slip? Did you get a look at any of the web series that I've told you? I did try the one, the two girls that try stuff. What was it, Natalie and Karen or something like that? Try stuff. I'll watch some of their videos. For some reason, I don't get any notifications. I've subscribed to them, and I don't get any notifications whenever they update. I get occasionally I'll get notifications whenever they go live, and I'll watch their live streams. But their live streams are so busy; they get like hundreds of people in their live streams, to the point where it's just like I know that I can't really put anything on there and hope that they'll actually read it. They'll say, "Oh, look, Ashtoons was here. Ashtoons, he's a friend of Anthony," and that's about as much as I can get out of them. I can't really converse with them, not when they've got like 85 people in their chat room that are always there that they know better. It was Natalie and Tara. Excuse me. Yes. Yeah, they know you because of me. So I guess they do. Oh, we got 28 people in here. Oh, it's pretty good. Okay, now as far as the blackjack goes, guys, yes, it does have a faint black licorice, but it's not like actually biting into a black licorice jelly bean or anything like that. It's not as strong as that. It does have that kind of like I could chew this all day kind of feel to it. It's got a mild flavor, but it's a flavor that stays. It's not like fruit stripe gum where you chew it for like 5 seconds and then the flavor is completely gone. It's got a nice even kill to it. I can really understand why this has such a lasting appeal. It's a very good chewing gum. All right, so that concludes the weird snacks portion. This was disappointing. Well, I mean, it's mango, plain mango, but no chili pepper there. Not enough, at least. But this was the biggest fail of the night right here. Birthday cake that don't taste like birthday cake. Ooh. It's disgusting. I'm just going to throw that away. I'm not even going to finish eating it. WW2 soldiers chewed it in the field. WW2. Okay. Right. See, I knew it was war stories. I had heard about blackjack chewing gum. Knew that's what it was. Alright. Let's see. How are you, Ash? I am well. We are already at the 38 minute. I'm about to wrap things up here. Guys, I am heading to Tennessee right now. And I don't have anything on the schedule until the Blueberry Festival this weekend. So I've got a few days in Tennessee, around the Tri-Cities area. So, all the 28 people here, is there anybody in the Tri-Cities area right now that would like to go do a collab? Go walk the Sky Bridge, ride up Anakeesta, go to Goats on the Roof, or the Parakeet Mountain, or the Parrot Mountain, or something. Okay, Big Joe and Malia's World. Big Joe and Malia's World. Okay. You're in the area. What about Don? Where is the Blueberry Festival? Blueberry Festival's on the coast of North Carolina. It's a long ways off. And it's only a one-day show. Any chance you will get a P.O. box at your house, home, base, so we can send you... Why would I... I've got 560, subscribers. There's no reason to get a P.O. box yet. Last time I got a P.O. box, it was $75 a month. The stuff that I would receive from my YouTube subscribers would not justify that kind of expense. Not yet. I would have to have at least 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers before I'd want to spend that kind of money. No way. No way am I doing the P.O. box thing. I found birthday cake, Little Debbie's, not bad, and a bit sweet, but it tasted like birthday cake. I think I actually tried that once. That one I wasn't impressed with. I'm not impressed with anything Little Caesars. is I don't like that oily texture to their icing. You know, where you bite through their icing, like the zebra cakes, you bite through that icing and it's like it covers the entire inside of your mouth with that film of oil that just like ruins the taste of anything else. Don't care for anything Hostess. Not even Twinkies, and they're very classic, but I feel like I kind of outgrew Twinkies. First weekend in September, okay. What if you had a Patreon or spreadsheet shirt? Spread shirts. I don't know. I don't want to start a Patreon yet. Again, that feels like something that an account with at least 1,000 subscribers, that I think would be about the point where I would want to start a Patreon. But right now, I still need 450 more subscribers before I feel justified in doing that. Our P.O. Box in Tennessee is $120 a year, that's it? Wow, when I got that P.O. Box, it was down in Marietta, Georgia. That may have been the difference. $120 a year ain't bad. That is what, that's $10 a month. Huh. That ain't bad. P.O. Box is less than $120 a year. You sure it's not $75? No, it wasn't $75 a year. It was $75 a month. It was at a, where was it? It was at a, UPS store. Yeah. Okay. Well, now that I'm finding out that P.O. Boxes can only be $10 a month instead of $75, I'm going to look into getting one. I'm going to look into getting one because that is actually a justifiable expense if it's really that low. I don't want to pay the whole $120 at one time. If I could pay it in like quarterly, that would be even better. Oh yeah, go to the actual post office. Okay. Okay. I mean, if you guys really want me to get a P.O. Box, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that you guys would end up sending me a bunch of really weird snacks, which would be totally cool. I would love that. That would make these Sunday night Toon Squads so much easier. I wouldn't have to find the snacks myself. I could just get a bunch of boxes and open them. I could even like read the names of the people that sent them. That make that part of the live stream. A lot of channels have way less subs than you and have a Patreon and P.O. Box, but I understand. Okay, Karen, okay. Man. Alright. Fair enough. Oh, look at this. This cop car is actually being towed away. How often do you see that, guys? Right there. See that flatbed truck right there, is actually backed up to this broke down cop car. It's lowering the back. You don't see that often, do you? Of course, cops are not going to be willing to ask for people's help. You know, they got another cop over there to help him out. They didn't make a big deal about it. Just one cop. And then they called a wrecker. Just come pick me up. I don't want the general public to see me over here with a broke down car. You guys are seeing this happen live. Right outside my car here, or my truck. Anyway. Alright. So a Patreon, and this is another thing that I've worried about doing a Patreon, is that if you have a Patreon, people that give to you through Patreon, they expect something extra. And in most cases, and I think even the case of Yankee in the South, and Yankee in the South, you can correct me if you're still in here if I'm getting something wrong, but I think your Patreon supporters get a postcard. Is it every week? I think it's every week. Bob, a lot of people have PayPal. I personally don't like PayPal, but it's still a good option. I'm going to spit out this gum. It's making it hard for me to talk. I'm making my mouth water. Anyway. So, if I made it to where everybody that gave to me on Patreon gets a postcard, now I've got to find postcards wherever I'm at, buy a bunch of them, and then I've got to look up all of the addresses that I need to send it to, and write them all out. And if it gets up to like 20, 30, that we're talking hours of work that I could be out making the next vlog. So, I don't know. I would like to make it just so people on Patreon will give to the channel just to support the channel and make sure that it keeps going and getting better. I don't like the idea of, like, exclusive content that you have to buy, that you have to pay for. It's like videos that are behind a paywall. I don't like that idea quite so much. I like everything to stay as free and as open as possible. You can depends what you want. Some just get early release of videos, or an extra video, or even an extra live. Don't have to be anything tangible. Yeah, there is that too, right? What Patreon account, you set it up so there are many contributor levels. With each level you can give certain perks for gifts depending on how much a person gives. We have a paid postcard monthly. We also have a newsletter and a stickers randomly. See, I don't know if I could keep up with all that, guys. I'm barely able to read this text as it comes in. I'm dyslexic. I don't like doing a lot of that extra stuff. Okay, bye, Mom. Thanks for hanging out, and I guess I will be there in a few hours. I'm going to try my best not to wake you guys up. So, if you hear rumbling come in and the truck shut off, I'm sorry I woke you. Just pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. You can also get set on a Patreon to do a flat fee, where a person is giving a certain amount yearly. Good night, Terry. Night, Terry. Teresa. My mom. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, if I'm truly going to make money on YouTube, I've got to do something like that. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to get a handle on it eventually. Because I really want to get to where I'm making money from the YouTube content that I'm creating, and also making money from the festivals that I'm working at, and then combining the two. So it's like diversifying. Yes, all proceeds from Patreon goes to how the channel with a expense. Okay, there goes the cop car. It's on the back of the flatbed now. Oop. Can you see that? Rolling away? There goes the one that was helping him. Okay. So they got it figured out. Give to one Patreon and one expects nothing in return. I give them a little something to help them. Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys are definitely giving me some things to think about. I'm going to have to see just how complicated this stuff is. I mean, if it gets to the point where, in order to fulfill the different promises that I make to the Patreon supporters, takes like hours and hours each week, and it starts taking away from being able to make good vlogs to keep the channel rolling. And also, you got to remember, I need to be also supporting the caricature business itself, which means keeping a nice clean booth and good examples on the walls. And I need a new sign. I need a nice clean new sign. I actually repaired the one that I had. It looks a lot better now. But that needs upkeep as well, so I need to pay attention to that side of the business, as well as the scheduling and keeping track of expenses, how much money's coming in, how much is going out, my total income, and all of that has to be taken care of and kept track of on the other side of the business. And then on the YouTube side, there's all the vlogs that I make. So that takes a little time. It doesn't take a whole lot of time for me because I just anyway. And then on top of all that, now we're going to have the different Patreon levels and the rewards for each one of those. If it gets to the point where it's more work than it's worth, I don't know. There's going to have to be a balance. There has to be a balance. Everything, there's got to be a balance. But I'm pretty sure I can make it work somehow. You can do a caricature like you would do during the fair by a picture someone sent you. Alright, take a look at my channel and watch the last vlog that I just uploaded, and you'll see why I can't do that anymore. I won't do that anymore. Somebody emails me a picture of themselves and wants to pay me to draw it. No, we're not. Not happening again, ever, and never again. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I know a lot of you really want me to do that for you, but no, we're not. That's not happening. All right, guys. We're getting close to an hour. I need to wrap things up. And I really appreciate everybody, all your support, all the positivity, all the good, the good comments. We are getting close to 300 vlogs, and I still have not had the first hateful comment. The most I've had is the last live stream that I had. I did have a troll come in, and I'm not talking about Danielle, because her username is troll. It was an actual troll. Somebody started saying a bunch of lewd stuff, and I didn't really know how to ban them because I'm using Mobizen. I don't think there's an option there to ban people, at least not one I know how to use. That was the closest thing I really got to having a hateful person. So you guys have been awesome. I really, really appreciate all of your support and all of your patronage and everything that you do. And thanks for sticking around for 53 minutes at this point. Thank you all so very much. And I've got to get back on the road. Keep heading off to Tennessee. Try to get back there before I fall asleep. I'm not going to fall asleep, though. Good night, everyone. Appreciate everything, and thanks for all your suggestions. I will definitely think it all over, and we'll figure out what the next step is. Thank you, Karen, for always prodding me to keep things moving onward and upward, and to always keep things going. I will look into getting a P.O. box now that you guys have all suggested that, and it seems to be pretty unanimous. So you guys really want me to get one. So I will try. I'll start looking into that. And that's it. That's it. Thank you all so very much, guys. And, oh yeah, I did decide that all the video that I got while I was in the Creation Museum last week, at this point it's last week, I will indeed put that up. There is going to be at least a 15-minute vlog, from video that I gathered from the inside of the Creation Museum in Kentucky. And so look forward to that. We'll see you guys in the next one.